Greetings, dear listeners. Hope you're all doing well. I was supposed to make a green screen video today, but I had the opportunity to go in studio, so I thought I would do that instead. But sadly, you're not going to be able to see me in my fetching orange toque. And hey, I even trimmed my nose hairs for this. Now today, I want to feature another book of weird yarns from the Warren S. James Memorial Library of Old Paranormal Paperbacks. This is another one by C.B. Colby, author of the immortal The Weirdest People in the World. And this paperback is called Strangely Enough. Strangely Enough. It contains a number of paranormal classics. For example, it's got one called Flight into Oblivion, which is about the airplanes that went missing in the Bermuda Triangle, as well as another one called Footprints in the Snow, which is about the famous Devil's Footprints, which appeared in Devon in the UK in 1855. But Colby has a number of other yarns based on New England folklore and history. There are 80 yarns in the book, and they were originally part of Colby's newspaper column, Adventure Today. I'm just going to take a second to read from the back jacket of the book, and it says, "Phantom ships, ghostly people, a vanishing city, lost treasure, 80 incredible tales to fascinate and intrigue you, weird events, impossible escapes, unbelievable happenings that defy scientific explanation." Now, a reviewer on Amazon mentioned being freaked out by the first story in the book. So here it is. Colby calls it The Light in the Window. The Light in the Window. Now, Colby says he heard the story while traveling across Canada by train. Yay, Canada! Apparently, a number of passengers stayed up late swapping stories, and a man from my old province of Ontario shared the following. The man had been checking out some antique stores when he became intrigued by a painting of an old castle atop a bleak hill. All the windows were dark, all of them, except for one small window high up in one of the towers. That was it. The only one. The man asked the antique dealer for the backstory, but the dealer didn't know anything about the painting's history. He only knew that the castle was apparently in Scotland. Well, the man couldn't get the picture out of his head, so he bought it. When he got the painting home, he found a Latin inscription on the back, which a friend of his translated for him. It said, "Every 100 years, it is dark. Every 100 years, it is dark." That's it. There was no date on the painting, nor the name of the artist. Just the Latin inscription, "Every 100 years, it is dark." Well, the man and his family and his children and his friends had a lot of fun speculating as to the story behind the painting, but no one knew the truth, the full truth. One night, the man had a party and told some of his guests about the painting. So, naturally, they wanted to see it. But when they entered the room where the painting was displayed, the window was dark. The window was dark. Darkness really had taken control. The man was flabbergasted, but an examination of the painting showed the paint covering the window to be just as old and cracked as the paint on the rest of the painting. There was no sign the window had ever been yellow. The man was embarrassed, to say the least. But imagine his consternation, his skin-crawling consternation, the next day when he went to look at the painting and found the light was back in the window. The light was back in the window. The man made note of the date the window had gone black, and he did some extensive research in Scottish history. He took a deep dive into Scottish history and found that the castle in question belonged to an evil laird with 2 sons. He hated the oldest son, who he imprisoned in a room in one of the towers, in a small room in one of the towers, while he lavished his younger son with money and luxuries. The day the window in the painting went black was the anniversary of the death of the eldest son, the 500th anniversary of the death of the eldest son. Every 100 years it is dark. Every 100 years it is dark. Now, how's that for a ghost story? It's simple but unsettling. Neat but not gaudy, as my stepfather would have said. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to hear more of these strange stories from the old paranormal paperbacks in the Warren S. James Memorial Library Collection. Let me know in the comments below. And stay safe, stay subscribed, ring the bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and feel free to share this video with anyone you please. If this is your first visit to my channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Warren, and I write and tell original ghost stories and original horror stories featuring such cryptids as the Night Floaters, werewolves, and the Black-Eyed Children. So again, please consider subscribing. Until midnight, cheers! Pictures used in today's video, courtesy of Pix Here, that's PX Here, while the music is the haunting and disturbing Aftermath by that patron of the internet, that patron of YouTube, Kevin MacLeod.